Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Come on in, guys. Welcome to our Saturday evening, night, afternoon sprints, depending on which time zone you're in. I saw Elaine popped in. Hello, Elaine. I'm so glad you're here. I saw Phyllis and RC. Welcome, welcome, guys. Well, it's funny. Elaine's did not. Why didn't it show up? Okay. We'll find out what that's about. I'll watch the YouTube feed to make sure that everything is working here, I think. So how's the week been going for you guys? Oh, I definitely hear. I know you are. I am noticing that we give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna stop, start, and we're just gonna try that again. Come on, please work. Let's see. There we go. I don't know why that decided to get grumpy. But that was an easy fix. I can work with that. So how has your week been so far, guys? How's the writing going? What are you most proud of? What have you, which projects have you worked on that made you the most happy and joyful? Which ones got you? Which ones challenged you? Maybe in a good way. Let's see. Phyllis, a very busy week. Looking forward to focusing on my writing this week. Perfect. Elaine, I had a weird week, but a good one. A few big decisions and some changes of direction, but for good outcomes. I love that. There I am. Yes. Phyllis equals weekend. Yes. That's okay. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm hoping everyone will find us and join us soon. I probably should put a quick little announcement up saying that we are live, because that is very helpful. Let's give me 2 seconds to just pop that over to the Facebook group so that everyone can know that we've gone live. Let's see. There we are. Okay. That is up and going there. Okay. It looks like we're going to start with a light group, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Deep breath, guys. I got myself a Cameo, so I've been playing with that all week. Not a good use of my time. I know, but I've wanted one for years, so I've been playing with that and getting to make stickers and stuff, which is enjoyable. Also got a new laser printer in colors, so I can do stickers and other things in color, because I've been kind of missing a bit of color in my life. So it's been a fun week. Have I written a lot? Have I thought a lot? I have thought a lot. I've been thinking about writing more than actually writing, which is probably not ideal, but I think when I sit down here today and start writing, I think it's going to serve me well, because my mind has been generating ideas all week. And that said, HB90 not set up yet, but I think I'm just taking my sweet time this time, making sure that I really get goals that work for me and resonate with me, and go from there. How are you doing, Elaine, on your HB90? How about you, Phyllis? How you guys been making out with that? And while you guys think about that, I think we should dive in and do our first 2-minute micro sprint plan. As you guys know, we're looking to figure out what we're going to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what we're trying to get our protagonists to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities we're going to throw at them, the action steps we're going to take to get there, beginning, middle, and end, to move through that scene or chapter, kind of give ourselves a guide. The resources we're going to need at hand, and the outcome we're trying to get to, so that we can link it up to either something we've already written or a scene that we know is coming next. Let's see. Phyllis, thinking is good. I have spent a lot of time evaluating tools for revision of my manuscripts. Perfect. Elaine, I've done goals and projects working on the stickies this weekend. Sweet. Very nice. I'm still in goals, but I kind of generate goals and projects sort of together, because of how they're coming together in my mind. It seems to be working quite well. Okay, guys. In the first sprint, I will. If you haven't written today, and if you've already written, in the next sprint, I will. 2-minute timer going up, and let's plan our first Pomodoro and go. So what did you come up with? For me, I figured out, I sort of had her sister creating problems for her, but it was sort of like the, sort of later on, like more the inciting incident. But I realized that her sister's kind of always been causing problems for her all along. So she's kind of always trying to control her a bit, and she's failing miserably. I think this will just go from bad to worse. Let's see. Phyllis, on my first sprint, I will be updating my writing Kanban. I will also start watching the Fictionary tutorials. I hope to get a better understanding of this tool. It looks like a pretty good tool. It looks a bit like there's a bit of a learning curve. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I think it's wise to take a bit of time to familiarize yourself with it. It looks like it could be very powerful, but you'd have to, yeah, you're gonna have to know what you're doing. It doesn't look like a program you just step into and go, oh yeah, just wing it. I don't think it's a wing it program. Let's see, Elaine. So I'm suddenly writing a novella for Christmas publication, and in the first sprint, I'll try to get 400 words down on that. I like that. Sweet. And a novella, so you're aiming for 30,000 words, give or take? 25? What are you gonna go for? Also nice. Thank you. Okay, guys, let's take a deep breath. We're going to dive into our first 25-minute sprint. Can you guys believe, before we do that, can you guys believe Preptober starts in only a few days? We finally get to have October and all the wonderful October things. I can't wait to dive into Preptober. But on that note, let's dive into our first sprint. 20K max. Okay. Oh, that should be... It's going to be easier or harder? Probably easier. Yeah. Okay, guys. 25 minutes. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on this side. go for you guys. I saw Heather sneak in. Hello, hello. Elaine popped out to make some pancakes. Let's see, Diane joined us. Let's see, and she snuck into the room. And she's printing off her Q4 vision board. Very cool. Are you doing one for your phone, for your case? Or are you just gonna do like the for the home screen of your phone? I kind of like that idea. I think that's that was perfect. Sarah's idea for that was just like I'm so all over that. Let's see. Heather, better late than never, had a friend over and she just left. Well, that's a good excuse. That's a very good excuse. Okay, how did you guys make out that sprint? I did a little bit of writing and I did a little bit of HB90, kind of going back and forth, trying to get a feel for... I'm trying not to push myself into defining the goals for HB90. I want to kind of come to it in a more relaxed... It's a relaxed, more state that I want to feel that it feels good, it feels right. I want to try to just pick one and then kind of go like, oh, that's not quite what I want. I want to get this right this time. I want to visualize. I kind of want something more visual, like an event or something that kind of defines where all the hard work will lead to, maybe. Let's see. Yes, I have a phone and MacBook. Perfect cover of a planner and inside other planner. Woo, love that. It's gonna be everywhere. Did you post it? I didn't see that one. I have to go back and look if you did. Okay, guys. I got about, I'm gonna say, about 300 words before I switched to HB90. So like I said, I'm just trying to get this thing to feel right and feel good, so I'm arguing, warring with myself. Let's see. I haven't posted yet. Let's see. Phyllis, updated Kanban, start working on Fictionary, ruled out that tool for now. Start looking into First Draft Pro. I think I recall looking into that one long time ago. I can barely remember it. I think I remember it looking good, but I kind of wasn't... Something about it got me. I can't remember what it was. Too long ago to remember. Could have just been a tech issue, even, you know, something like the computer wasn't strong enough for it or something. You know, my laptop at the time would have totally been like overwhelmed by it or something along those lines. Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our second 2-minute micro sprint plan. So what you need to reveal about character plotter setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, even if they're fighting you, define what you're trying to get them to do, obstacles and opportunities that you're going to toss at them, flesh out character and to show more of the story world, and add complications into their lives, or even just as a relief to the character if you've been really hard on them. This could be a moment to give them like a false even opportunity or something that seems like it's going to be an opportunity. The action steps you're going to take, breaking that down, beginning, middle, end of your chapter or scene, so you can kind of work through it in your head before you get it on the page. I'm going to add one. Any questions that you might have about what you're about to write? Maybe something's bugging you and it's not quite coming together. Just pose that question, write it down, get it there where you can look at it. What did I miss off? Resources, coffee, tea, notes, scented candle, whatever you need. Chocolate. And then the outcome you're going for. So, and we're going to start with the phrase, in the next sprint I will. Let's see, Phyllis, I just started working in it. I will let you know what I think about it. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, guys, 2-minute planner, 2 minutes micro sprint plan, and go. this thing doing? What did you guys come up with? I can see here that Kate, hello, hello. This is my first sprint of the day, and I'm extremely behind on chapter 65, so I need to finish the scene of my mailman character on a date this sprint. Sweet. Heather, in my first sprint, the main POV is going to POV character is going to set up a time for the love interest to meet her best friend, who happens to be her late husband's sister. Oh, interesting. I like that. That's an interesting connection. Were there issues between them? I see all these fireworks and I think I need to work through how the main character has been dealing with her sister up to this point and where she is falling short. If she is failing to, for lack of a better word, control her, make her, because she's putting them both in danger, so she's kind of always feeling like she's having to control her a bit, and for the benefit of keeping her safe, of course, not controlling her in a negative way. Okay, not that actually the sister will see it that way anyway, so conflict. Let's see. Phyllis, in the next sprint, I'm going to continue working with my manuscript and first draft pro. I am also going to continue washing clothes and start making dinner. Sweet. Okay, guys, let's dive into our our next 25-minute sprint. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the side. Did you guys make out? I comboed that time, writing, HB90, and even got some printing done. Oh well. Gotta get all the things. I'm realizing I'm needing to gather some more materials here to do this. And still building methodology, so I'm kind of coming up to the last pages I need to sort of add, I think. There may be one more section I put in there that I haven't quite decided on, which I probably should do because I would probably feel better about doing it on that technique and then gluing it in, then handwriting it out, and then let all the messy stuff come after. Get all the upfront stuff organized. Let's see, I'm going through my beta readers' comments on the other book, but I think I'll leave the heavy work on that for tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of tomorrow, guys, we are doing things, kind of shifting things around a little bit. We're going to do the planning session at 3 p.m. Eastern to, that will still give us that opportunity to have the rest of the day to get things done. If we're behind, and that we can still keep it within the same week. And then we'll do the writing sprints at 5 p.m. so Eastern. So that way we're always, it gives us that little extra time. Because I felt doing it at the end of the day, it was like, oh, time's out. We're done. There's nothing we can do about it, or very little we can do about it by that point. But if we do it at the midpoint of the day, then we have lots of time that we can still get things done. So 3 p.m. for planning and 5 p.m. for writing, guys. I hope you'll join us. Let's see. Heather, invitation to meet has been given and accepted. Sweet. Kate almost finished the scene and added some sorely needed interiority. 285 words overall. Nice. Elaine, I'll be there if I'm awake. And I will probably be, sadly. Yeah, at least you'd be having a good time with us, so you'll be all good. So how did you guys make out that sprint? What did you get done? Good sprint for Phyllis. Continued working on manuscript. Started dinner. Also started on a personal project. I love that. Very nicely done. I got through the notes for sparse, but powerful. What I got down was I kind of did some thinking as I was doing the HP90 stuff, and that way I could kind of come up more deeply with what I want her to say on the page. I kind of did the 2-minute micro sprint plan. I wrote it off. I put it off the side. I did a little bit of HP90. Then I went into the writing to kind of give myself just about 5 minutes or so to really kind of think about what that meant, what I was trying to say. So I think I like where I ended up. I think the power of it, it creates a good conflict within the characters, at how far her sister has gone to protect her, and how this does not leave her feeling good. Okay guys, let's dive into, pardon me, we're at the midpoint. So if you have not gotten into your chair to stretch, stand up. If you've only had caffeinated beverages, time to switch some water. And if you've run out of anything that you need at hand or realize something is missing in terms of a resource, jump up and go and grab it. Get it over here where you need it. Put it in front of you so you can work with more focus and get more done. Okay guys, 2-minute micro sprint plan. In the next sprint, I will, and go. Okay, what'd you come up with? Kate, need to actually finish the scene in this next sprint. Laugh out loud. You're doing great. You're doing fine. Don't worry about it. Heather, in the next sprint, I'll finish off their phone conversation and start the next scene of the meeting. Sweet. For mine, I realized that the pretending thing is going to go too far. And the last time that she does it, she's going to receive the punishment that should be for her sister. And this is going to set them off at odds, which will do a lot to damage the plans that the main character is trying to put together, because she kind of needs her sister's cooperation for this. But, you know, she's a little upset. Elaine, the sprint, I will finish reading my beta's comments, shoot off a quick email, then get back to the novella. Perfect. I love that. Let's see. Does anyone else want to add anything? Diane, Phyllis, who else? RC, would you guys want to tell us what your plan is for this sprint? You don't have to. It's okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a wee break just to put some ice on my water, and then I will be back to finish the sprint with you. 25 minutes, guys. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side. Oh, hold on. Phyllis. In the next sprint, I will finish making dinner and eat. I will also continue working on my personal project. Nice. Okay, on that note, let's dive in. 25 minutes. Good luck, guys. So how'd you make out? Diane had to head out. Hopefully we'll get to see her again tomorrow. I ended up pulling out the paper trimmer and getting some of my pages together. I have a new blade coming, but I'm not being very patient here because I want to get this in here. So I'm going to make do with what I have. Even if it looks like a chipmunk dibbled on my pages, on the edges, they're going to be glued in place. Washi is a wonderful thing. We can use washi to cover some edges up. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. So how did you guys make out? Let me know. Let me know. I got some notes done, not as many this time because I went and focused more, of course, on the cutting here. But I did get some done. So, and the making direct correlation between what her sister has done and what it's going to cost them. Elaine read my beta notes, sent the email, then got distracted. Hopefully it was a good distraction. Oops. Sorry about that. Trying to continue to slice and do the main cuts here, and that way I can have a nice stack of papers here ready to go. Part of me is regretting not just going with the A5, but I find it a bit big and I kind of want the smaller size. Let's see, Phyllis finished making dinner, started eating, not much progress on personal project and manuscript. I have too many household chores today. Hopefully I can focus more tomorrow. That sounds like life. Heather, I finished the first scene, but the second scene, the second POV character, decided he wanted to show up ahead of time and give his thoughts to the sister-in-law about meeting him. He's not happy. And Kate, and finished finally. Woo! Awesome. I love that, guys. We are heading into our final sprint, guys. As I said, tomorrow 3 p.m. for our planning session, 5 p.m. for our writing sprints. So I hope you'll come back and join me, and we'll get all the things done, and we'll get ourselves organized, and we'll jump into a new week ready to go. Okay, guys, let's do our last 2-minute micro sprint plan. I need a pen. Okay, in the next sprint I will reveals what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, obstacles and opportunities, action steps, resources, questions that you have about to help yourself to work around any problems you might be having, and outcome you're looking for. Let's see. Yes, definitely. Phyllis Syndicate, great job. I love that. Okay, 2-minute timer. In the next sprint I will, and go. So what did you come up with? Let's see. Phyllis, from Heather to Phyllis. I feel that I have spent all day cooking. Friend was here to help, and I'm not doing a good job at concentrating. You're probably overwhelmed. I know if it's what I think you're doing, it's a lot of work, and you needed like 10 hands. Let's see. Heather, in the next sprint, I will let the second POV character finish venting. It will be interesting to see if the sister-in-law invites him to join them. Interesting. Elaine, in the next sprint, I think I'll do some social media batching. Love that. Kate, this sprint, I will need to figure out what my female main character is doing. It might be too early for her to meet the antagonist, but I'll try writing the scene and see if it feels like it works. Could she meet an associate of the antagonist? Somebody who kind of might give a hint of that or something without giving it all away yet? Possibly. Phyllis, thanks to Heather for commiserating with me. You can do it. Exactly. Okay, guys, we are diving into our last sprint of the session. Let's take a deep breath and let's pour ourselves onto the page. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side. What did you make out? Hey Jenna, welcome. Wanted to listen and learn from phone. You still don't have power? Oh, that sucks. I hope it comes back on soon for you, hun. Let's see. Phyllis. Oh, I guess this came up. In the next sprint, I will continue working on my manuscript and first pro. I will also finish my first project. Cool. So how did you guys make out? I ended up with about another... How much would I say that is? About 250 words of notes. I ended up with a nice little stack of my planning pages from HB90 that I need to put into my Stellology. Oh, and fill out. Work through actually would probably be the better word. Fill out would imply I'm completely ready to go with a plan, and I am so not. I got a little bit of social media stuff done. Hey, that's perfectly fine. You made progress. You did more than you started with. It's all good. So how'd you make out, Phyllis? How about you, Kate, Heather? Jenna, did you get to do any writing at all? I know it's hard when you're stuck with just your phone. Kate, saving the antagonist meeting scene until later this chapter. I wrote 150 words of my female main character meeting her best friend's kid instead. I like that. That's good. That's a good one. Yeah. That would be obviously someone that she would want them to meet. And yeah, that works. Best friend's kid, though. Interesting. Is it, what does it reveal? What purpose does it do serving the story? Heather, sprint went pretty good. 1,000-ish words for 3 sprints. Nicely done. And the second POV is going to go with them to see the love interest. This could be interesting. They decided to go along. Okay. Is there going to be lots of conflict on the page? I feel there may be. Let's see, Phyllis, I finished dinner, continued with household chores, completed personal project. I will continue working on my manuscript tomorrow's sprint. I look forward to plan with me tomorrow as well. Perfect. Okay, guys. I will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. for the planning and 5 p.m. for our writing sprints. So come and join me and we'll get all the things done. I'm excited to see what happens when we still have a little bit time in the day to get some things done in terms of our plan. I think that's going to be really good for us, that we'll be able to know that if there's something really important is on that list, we still have time to tackle it. I think that's going to be really good for us. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Let's see, you are so welcome, Heather. Looking for, whoops, let's go back here. Looking forward to planning and writing tomorrow. Yes. Jenna, we have power, no consistent internet signal coming in though. Oh no, got a lot of videos edited today. I hear you on that, yes. Kate, female main character meeting her bestie's friend is purely me being mean, to be honest. Female main character is getting over a really bad breakup with a guy she thought she'd marry. So seeing her bestie's kid and husband is twisting the knife. Oh, I like that. Oh, that is good. Elaine, you are so welcome, and see everyone tomorrow, definitely. And you are so welcome, Kate. Okay, guys, until tomorrow, go kick back and relax. You've killed it. You've gotten your writing done for the day, and you've earned a break. Go kick back, have a little chocolate, little coffee or tea, and just sit back and relax for a little bit, and I will see you tomorrow.